HSETV and HSE News are public forums for student expression. Students make all content decisions, and opinions expressed do not represent those of HSE schools or the Board of School Trustees.
Good afternoon, HSE. I'm Sid Smith.
And I'm Jack, here with your announcements for March 8th, 2018. Royals! Tomorrow has been designated as the Day of Hope for Riley Hospital for Children, and we need to try to raise as much money as possible during one school day. To do this, RDM is sponsoring a class competition tomorrow. All the class officers will be carrying buckets, so support your class by donating for the kids.
In recognition of Women's History Month, HSE High School Students in Action and Equity Committee will be meeting to discuss issues on intersectionality on Tuesday, March 13th after school in the Library Media Center. This gathering is open to all. Please join the conversation.
Any student who is signed up to take AP US History next year should plan to attend a meeting in the Leonard Auditorium on Monday, March 12th during Smart Period. Junior and senior student artists, submit your entry for the prom ticket design. The winning design will become our prom ticket, and that person will receive one free prom ticket. Submissions are due by March 14th. Entries should be scanned and emailed to Mrs. Rose at the email below. For more details, see an art teacher or Mr. Vest, Mrs. Rose, or Mrs. Brobst.
School safety is becoming more important by the day. Grunder and Besma decided to learn why the tip line is important and what it does. Watch this quick informational video to learn more.
The tip line is a completely anonymous resource that we use to communicate with students, parents, teachers, anyone that wants to help us out in regards to information that does not want their identity revealed. It's a very helpful tool that we use quite often. There's times in the weekends and at nights that we'll get a tip from students or parents or other people in the community to simply give us information about something that may not be going right here at the school. So we rely on it, we appreciate it, and the information for the tip line is pretty simple. You can text 274-637, and that will take you right to the tip line. The officer will actually text back and forth with you and ask you clarifying and probing questions to get information. For example, people will tip if they know that kids are involved in inappropriate behavior at school, whether that be vaping, whether that be skipping class, whether a weapon. If they know or think they know information regarding a student, they can use the tip line for it. So there's a wide variety of things that it could be used for. The tip line is completely anonymous. We have no idea where the phone calls or the texts come from. So do not worry at all about your identity being revealed. That's the most important part, and people's safety is what's most important to us.
Text 274-637 to send a tip. For more information about the tip line, go to the Hamilton Southeastern Schools website under our district on school safety.
Congratulations to all the Math Facts high scores. In advance, we have Tyler Battis, Nikhil Datar, Nick Farber, Jacob Galvez, Connor Gamble, Ray Gao, Spencer Lawson, and Ari Mishra. In Algebra 2, we have Amelia Adelaide, Kyle Bragg, Scott Shemleski, Carson Gamble, Noah Hamilton, Luke Hawkins, Ellie Johnson, Eric Swinson, and Molly Thomas. In Geometry, we have Jordan Engelman, Kinsey Ewing, Olivia Kiley, Lauren Lennon, and Seth Wilson. And in Algebra 1, we have Titus Flinter, Trinity Khalil, Cameron Potter, Lauren Ramage, and Nicholas Ward.
There will be free Jimmy John's today from 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. outside Hey Big's room, J120. The Invitations Challenge night will connect community minds with student minds. They've invited entrepreneurship classes at both high schools, as well as a plethora of community members and entrepreneurs. Come today to get free Jimmy John's and to support the Innovations class.
German Club is having their spring call-out meeting after school in A102 today. The Academy of Finance application deadline is tomorrow.
A lot of work goes into making a musical. Chloe and Cassandra looked into all the work that went into making HSE's production of The Little Mermaid, so let's take a look.
I've been doing costumes since second semester of my freshman year. Usually for shows, like big shows such as The Little Mermaid or Chess, it will take a longer time to make costumes. You could be working on it for about a week to 2 weeks. But like our show Oklahoma, it took maybe a few days to make one costume altogether.
I want to go into it as a profession, so I think this is a really great starting point for me. It gives me a lot of creative freedom to do stuff.
It takes a lot of work, especially for a big number like Under the Sea or Kiss the Girl. Usually when you learn the music and the choreo, that takes usually about a week of rehearsals to get it to its full potential, but that doesn't even include working on your own for your blocking, for your choreo, and reviewing music and stuff. So it does take a lot of work.
A lot of work goes into the musical. We are here most days after school for about 2.5 to 3 hours for rehearsals, and then we're also here on Saturdays from about 9 to 4 working on building the set, and the cast and the crew comes together to build the set on those Saturdays, which is pretty fun.
For HSETV, this has been Cassandra Dunn and Chloe Bennett.
Now to Emily with your sports.
A reminder to all waiting to try out for this year's boys golf team. All tryout details will be covered in the meeting prior to the final preseason conditioning today at 3:10 in the cardio room. Road cards will also be collected today. Please pick yours up from Miss Klingeman prior to the meeting. Freshman, sophomore, and junior spring sport athletes who would like to earn 1 PE credit through participating in your sport, sign up for the alternative PE class. The electronic application is on the HSE website and will be available until March 23rd. Sign up today. Please see your guidance counselor with questions. Now back to your main anchors.
That's all we have for you today, HSE.
Have a great Thursday, HSE.
Don't forget to follow HSETV on social media for more news and school updates.